Hi friends, Namaste. I am Anantacharan. This chart displayed here, it is the chart of a female. The native of this chart is a lady who has two sons. So she was born in 1977. She was married in 98, just at the age of 21. And she got her first son in 1999 April. So just 2 years, within 1 year, just 1 year after they are married. After 2 years, she got another son. So both the sons are healthy, active. They have studied engineering. They are engineering graduates and in search of job. No, they have studied computer science, engineering, computer science. So let us see the combinations. Almost very similar to the combinations given in the earlier chart. So here, see the D7 chart. A5 is Libra. Then fifth from A5 is Capricorn. Libra is occupied by Mars. It is the sign of Venus. It is the sign of Venus. It is aspected by Moon from Leo. So, you know the rule which I told the other day, if A5 or the fifth from A5 is a sign of Moon or Venus, or if they are aspected by Moon or Venus, then the native has only male children, no female children. So that is the principle given by Sri B. V. Raman. I don't know where from he got this principle, because he might have studied hundreds of books, whereas we know only one or two books. That is the reason. So A5 is the house of Venus and it is aspected by Moon. So the native has two sons, both the children are sons. Then about the connection between A5, fifth from A5, etc. Let's see. A5 is Libra. Fifth from A5 is Aquarius. Then who is Mercury? Mercury is nothing. Venus, Lord of A5 is Venus. And PK is Sun. So these are the things you must find out some connection between these five. These five. A5, fifth from A5, A last, and PK. We must have connection between these three five. You know A5 is Libra, fifth from A5 Aquarius. They aspect each other. So they are connected. Lord of A5 Venus is in Kanya. He is debilitated. Please mark this. He is debilitated. So one of the most disadvantageous factors here. Then the A5, Lord of A5 is Venus. Where is Venus? Venus is debilitated in Kanya, and he has nothing to do with A5 or fifth from A5 or PK. Then there is PK Sun. PK Sun is exalted. This is one of the important, very important factors. But here, on the one hand, Venus is debilitated. On the other hand, Saturn is exalted. What is the result? Is there any combined result? Or let us see the results. Then Lord of the fifth from A5, Saturn. Saturn is in Leo. So A5, fifth from A5, they are connected to each other. Lord of the fifth from A5, Saturn, is aspecting A5. Then PK is a Sun. He is in Aries. He is aspecting the fifth from A5 and also the Lord of fifth from A5. So here A5 and the Lord of A5 are A5 is not isolated. Fifth Lord of A5 is isolated. He is debilitated. Is it a drawback? No, it is not a drawback. Now I tell you what is called. Most of you are very familiar with Parashara principles, and some of you may be scholars in Parashara also. There is one yoga what is called Nija Bhanga Raja Yoga. So in Parashara, they apply only in the D1 chart. And they generally don't use other divisional charts. Then how do you know whether they apply it in other charts or not? They don't use. So here, we use a D7 chart here. Here also we can apply Nija Bhanga Raja Yoga. And here also, uh, I use all the yogas generally applicable in the D7 chart also. So here I tell you what is meant by Nija Bhanga Raja Yoga. Here Venus is in debilitation. So that is Nija. So what is Nija Bhanga? If the dispositor of that house, that is Mercury, or if the planet whose house of exaltation is Virgo. Virgo is the house where Venus is debilitated. That house is owned by Mercury, so he is there in Sagittarius. The planet whose sign of exaltation, Virgo. Virgo is the sign of exaltation of Mercury. So even that, here, the owner of the sign and the owner of the sign of exaltation of that planet, they are the same Mercury. But sometimes, why sometimes? Several times, it is not the same. Own house is different from house of exaltation. Mostly. Okay. So, if the dispositor of that house or the planet whose house of exaltation is that sign where the planet is debilitated, if he is exalted or he aspects this debilitated planet, then Nicha Bhanga Raja Yoga is said to happen, said to take place. Then what are the results of Nicha Bhanga Raja Yoga? This is very important. Most of the texts, they don't give it. And I'm afraid most of the teachers also, they do not reveal these secrets. They say these are secrets. You should not reveal them to all ordinary people. So they keep them as secrets and these secrets go with them. That's all. So nothing is secret in Shastra in education. The results of Nicha Bhanga Raja Yoga are given by one scholar named R. Lakshmanan. R. Lakshmanan. R. Lakshmanan was a Tamilian. I think he worked as a judge in Madurai District Court. Madurai District Court. He used to contribute articles to the astrological magazine of Sri B.V. Raman in 70s, early 70s or late 60s. And I have gone through many of his articles. And many of his articles were compiled and they are published in one book. And I studied that book. There in that book, he mentions this Nicha Bhanga Raja Yoga. And I found it logical. If a planet is debilitated, say Lord of the Lagna is debilitated, what does it indicate? The native's health is weak. Then the native has a humble beginning, very small beginning, so common or less than common beginning. That is the meaning of Lagnadhipati debilitated. If that Lagnadhipati does not attain Nicha Bhanga, is Nicha only, then the native continues to be in ordinary position. He can never rise easily under ordinary circumstances. But if that debilitated planet attains Nicha Bhanga, the native rises to very great heights by hard work in due course of time. So they have a small beginning, but they reach good heights. There you can expect this Nicha Bhanga Raja Yoga in operation. Similarly, you see, if the ninth lord is debilitated, or there is a debilitated planet in the ninth house. If the ninth lord is debilitated and he remains debilitated, then the father of the native is a small man, and he continues to be a small man till his death. And if the ninth lord attains Nicha Bhanga, that father, though he is very small in the beginning, he reaches very good heights. This is the essence of Nijabhanga Raja Yoga is remembered. Then this Venus is aspected by Mercury, the depositor of that house, and the lord of the house, uh, where Mercury is exalted. So here A5, and this Venus is connected to Mercury. Who is Mercury? Mercury AMK. So that is important. Important. Without the AMK, no profession. Without the connection of AMK, even if A10 is connected, 10 from A10 is connected, their lots are connected, but AMK is not connected, no profession. The Karaka for profession, so you must be connected. Then, see, now you see A5. A5 is occupied by Mars. The other horoscope discussed earlier in the previous video. I forgot to tell you about the Raja Yogas in the horoscope. Raja Yoga connected to this D7 chart must be Atmakaraka, Putrakaraka combination, one Raja Yoga. Atmakaraka A5 or Atmakaraka Lord of A5 is another Raja Yoga combination. Then Amachakaraka and Putrakaraka, Amachakaraka and A5, Amachakaraka and Lord of A5. These are also Raja Yogas equally effective. So here, Atmakaraka A5 combines with this one A5, and it aspects the fifth from A5 also. Fifth from A5 is occupied by Ketu, the Karaka for computers, and the aspect Karaka for computers. Now, what is A10? See, A10 is Capricorn. Lord of Capricorn is Saturn. Saturn is here. Saturn is, who is Saturn here? Saturn is DK, but he is Lord of A10. Who is GK? Moon is GK. So here, A5 is aspected by GK moon, and the sun PK is also aspected by GK moon. Then what does it mean? Either the children of the native, he suffers some kind of debacle with respect to his children, or his children may work in some professions which are connected to the sixth house or the third house. So here, A10, house of pada of the profession, Vritti pada, Rajya pada, is occupied by one. It is occupied by Saturn, its own lord. Then, not Amacha Karaka. Okay. A10. 10th from A10 is A5. 10th from A10 means equally powerful as A10. A10 is Capricorn. 10th from A10 is A5. A5 is aspected by Saturn, Lord of A10. And A5 is in together with the 10th from A10. Then what more? It is aspected by A5 and K2. Then you see A3. Where is A3? Bhratru Karaka. Bhratru Karaka is, you see from the D1 chart, you find A3 in Leo. A3 is in Leo. And A3 is aspecting A5. Lord of A3 is Sun. He is aspecting A3, Leo, and also the fifth from A5. Aspecting A5 is the same as aspecting the fifth from A5. So that's it. Then A3, Lord of A3, and BK. Who is BK? BK is Jupiter. Where is Jupiter? In Leo. So A3 is in Leo. Lord of A3, Sun is aspecting from Aries. BK, Jupiter, occupying Leo. All these things aspecting combined with Saturn, GK, Moon, and aspected by A10, and also by 10th from A10. So all the connections are fulfilled. So I just repeat, you please follow A5, the fifth from A5, the lords, and PK. If any one of them, see all the other connections must be made only with respect to A5 or fifth from A5 or BK. Suppose if A5 is not concerned, fifth from A5 is not concerned, PK is not connected, A5 and 10th from A5 are connected. If A5 and the Lord of A5 are connected, A5 and A10 and AMK are connected, no use. Everyone must be connected to A5 or 5th from A5 or peak. A loss or peak. So you see, A5, 5th from A5 is connected. Then A3 is connected, aspecting A5. Lord of A3, Leo, is connected to 5th from A5 and also to A3. And BK, Jupiter is connected. Then 5th from A10, A10 is connected because A5 is 10th from A10. So all these are connected. These children are working in the field of, not still working, they are in search of jobs in software. I tell you one more thing. In Jaimini, in the divisional charts, we find sometimes wonderful pattern of the padas. That pattern indicates to some extent the results of that division. So this is D7 connected to children. See here A5. The first A5 is there. 10th from A10 is A5. A3 is in Leo. Third from A3 is in Libra. A7 Dharapada is in A5. So how many padas are connected to A5? A5, then 10 from A10, third from A3, and A7. The lords are also connected. So what are these indications? A5 children. A7. A7 is the Karakatva of the 7th house. You know only one Karakatva of 7th house, that is wife and family. But there are some other Karakatvas also. One of them is business. Vanijya. Vanijya is the Karakatva of 7th house. Vanijya is computers or software. So all these things are art. They may work even in film field or on the stage or on the screen, etc. We don't know what they do, but the indications are there. Raj Yogas are AK, Mars, and AMK. AMK is Mercury, not connected. So Lord of A5 and Mercury are connected. Lord of A5 and Amachakarka. Then Putrakarka PK. PK is connected to A5. So PK is connected to A5. AK is not connected. AMK also, AMK is Mercury, is also not connected to the Sun. Then what are the other things? AMK is not connected to any other. AMK is connected to Lord of A5. A5 or Lord of A5 or PK, all these things may make the same. So there are two good Raja Yogas. AK combining with A5, then AMK combining with Lord of A5. So thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we will see this another chart. This chart belongs to another lady who has only one son, no daughters. Her marriage was late. She was married at the age of 30. But she got this son at the age of 31 or 32. Then later on, this lady and her husband, they divorced. And the son is with this lady, with his mother. So how this D7 chart is there, you see. A5 is here. A7 is, A5 is in Scorpio. A5 is in, A5 is in Cancer. Fifth from A5 is Scorpio. A5 aspects fifth from A5. That is good point. Point number one. Lord of fifth from A5, Mars, is in Aquarius. It is aspecting A5. So A5 and fifth from A5, A5 and Lord of fifth from A5. Lord of A5 Moon, PK, Putrakarka. All these three are very, very strongly connected to each other. So more strongly than in the earlier two horoscopes. A5, fifth from A5, and Lord of fifth from A5, Lord of A5, and peak. These are very well connected to each other. So she had son comfortably at a very early age, and he is studying. He is sure to come up well in his life. Why? Because we can see the other combinations also. Moon is in his own house when it is affected by Mars, Atmakaraka. Atmakaraka and Putrakaraka combination. That is why I am sure that this boy will come up. Atmakaraka, Mars, and Putrakaraka, Moon. They are in mutual aspect. Again, A5 is aspected by Venus. Venus is BK, Saturn, AMK. See again, A5 is aspected by Venus. That is another good Raj Yoga. And A5 is aspected by Saturn. Saturn is AMK, AMK and BK. So where is A10? Where is A10? A10 is, we find out where there is A10. A10 is in Sagittarius. See, A10 is in Sagittarius. See the Rasi chart. Ascendant is Pisces. 10th house is Sagittarius. Lord of Sagittarius is Jupiter. And he is there. Therefore, A10 is Sagittarius. Lord of A10 is Jupiter. See the connections, other connections also. A5, A10 Sagittarius, and Jupiter is the Lord of A10. Amachakaraka is Venus. See, they are not colored here, but you see, Lord of A10 is Jupiter. Jupiter aspects the fifth from A5. That is one positive thing. A5 is aspected by GK, Sun. A5 is aspected by the GK, Sun, and Mercury. Then A5, Lord of A5, and the PK. PK also is Moon. Moon is aspected by not anything. Jupiter, Lord of A10. Lord of A10 aspects A5. And AMK, Saturn aspects A5. And BK aspects. Who is A3 then? Where is A3? You find out from the Rasi chart. Lagna is Pisces. Third house is Taurus. Lord of Taurus is in Cancer. And the third from Cancer is, I think, Leo. Virgo. So let me see once again. Third house, third to third. And so Virgo is the Virgo is A3. Lord of A3 is Mercury. And Karaka BK. Who is BK? BK is Venus. So you see whether how they are connected or not. So Lord of A3 in Virgo and GK are aspecting A10. They are aspecting A10. And Lord of A5 is aspecting, Lord of A10 is aspecting A5. Lord of 10th from A10. A10 is Sagittarius, 10th from A10 is Kanya, Virgo. Lord of Kanya is Mercury. So Mercury is aspecting A3. So A3, Lord of A3, BK are connected either to A10 or A5 or 5th from A5. So please verify this once again. They are all connected to Atmakaraka. And you see where Venus. Right. Thank you.